Hi guys, so it is week 35, or according to my ultrasound, possibly week 36, so we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, so if I look like I'm uncomfortable, I am. My back actually really hurts right now, but I want to get this done because I can also sit down while I'm doing this, so I figured it's not too bad. I'm actually ending my first week home on mat leave. As I've mentioned before, I went on mat leave early due to back problems. This week hasn't been too bad. I've been mostly basically nesting. That's fun stuff. Forcing myself to actually stop doing stuff is a lot harder than you would think. But at the same time, I know if I don't and I keep pushing myself, it'll just be a disaster. So, I've tried to do stuff like, well, yesterday and today are like really rainy, so I didn't want to really push myself to do anything. But today, I did go for a walk. Not as far as I would have done, but because I got, so Matt comes home at lunch hour. Because he works so close, it's really easy for him to do that. So he came home today, and then I had him drop me off down the street so I could kind of I went to grab myself some lunch, and then I walked home, and it wasn't comfortable. Yesterday I didn't really do much walking, so I think that kind of may have thrown things off a little bit. I'm still trying to get out and move, but it's not, like I said, it's not comfortable, and it's very, I'm slow too, which is also really frustrating. Nothing really new since my last update. She still hasn't dropped. I had an ultrasound on Wednesday just kind of for an update on how she is and her size. Right now she's about 4 pounds, 12 ounces, which is just under 5 pounds in total. And yeah, so, I mean, the ultrasound tech didn't seem concerned, so I will assume that there's no concern. But I see my OB on Tuesday, and if there's any issues, she will let me know. But so far there hasn't been any issues, and I'm just reading about a week ahead, which has been pretty consistent since March. Like, even my OB, like, when she measures my belly, she's like, yeah, you're reading about a little bit ahead. Which means that would which based on ultrasounds and that, would put my due date around June 3rd as opposed to June 8th. So, I don't know what, that's not worth, I mean, she's not changing my due date, but it'll be interesting to see when she shows up. I was gonna say something, I can't remember. My shower is on Sunday, which I'm pretty excited for. And it never fails. There's always a little bit of drama going on, and bridal showers, wedding showers, whatever. Or bridal showers, baby showers. There's always drama, and so you gotta figure out what's worth it and what's not. It's actually pouring rain, so I'm glad I went out earlier today earlier than later. I've been doing some future planning, which I know a lot of people are like, why? And let me explain. My life is about to be flipped upside down, and I need to have an idea of what I want to accomplish within the year. Some things are going to be more or less within the next year and a half, but I need to know that I have a plan and a schedule, and from there figure it out. But it'll be, you know, it's a lot easier to figure out what you want to do. And I'm doing that thing where, you know, where they say like, okay, you know, if you have a goal, write it down. Okay, that's Angel. That's Angel right there. If you have a goal, write it down, and then write down the measles. Write down how you want to accomplish it. So I'm trying that out to see if it works. One of my goals is my license. For those who don't know, I have my G1, and I have until 2020 to do it. October of 2020 to do it all, but I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing there. But I want to get it all done by the end of 2019. So my plan is to, so I wrote it down, like I want to get my G2 before I go back to work, which is next May. But I'm kind of thinking like April. So I want to do, so I got to practice, obviously. But then I'm also, I think he's going to inspect stuff. Sorry, I just need to keep an eye on him because I don't know what he does in there. Not sure what my cats do in the baby's room, so I just want to keep an eye on what they could be doing, just so they're not getting into basically the crib or the bassinet. Yeah, so I gotta practice, obviously, but I also want to do driver's ed, and there goes Penny into the baby's room. So I need to do driver's ed. But I need to practice as well. So I'm trying to figure out like where I want to go for driver's ed. And I think I have an idea. And I'm trying to convince one of my friends who also has her G1. Like, you should come with me to do driver's ed. So, okay, my cats are behind me. And I'm a little paranoid about what they're going to do when the actual baby's here. So I just want to keep an eye on what they're doing with the stuff that's already in there. And then by the end of 2019, I want to have my full G. That's the goal, or maybe early 2020. Like I said, I have until October of 2020, but I don't want to push it to then because that just doesn't seem like a good idea. I also want to get in better shape, which, I mean, I know I wasn't in good shape beforehand, but I feel like the fact that I have a baby and Matt wants to ensure that I get out of the house and do something that's for me, that doesn't involve him, doesn't involve the baby. It'll be a lot easier for, you know, postpartum wise. And, you know, not even right away. Like, Matt has his own things that he can do. Like, he likes to go to the range and he likes to go fishing, which he's going to take her fishing with him, ideally. He wants to. But he can't take her to the range, obviously. So there's things he can do by himself. But, so I'm joining. Down the street, there's a Curves. And the reason why I'm looking at that as opposed to like a different gym is just because they have yoga class and they also have a kickboxing class. So I figure I'll start off with yoga, and then that way I can do, if I don't want to take the class but I still want to go, I can do the circuit. There's a Good Life nearby as well, but I mean, I don't know, I was with Good Life before, and I don't know, I just wasn't entirely a fan of their circuits available. If you wanted a personal trainer to kind of teach you, it's like extra, which I was like, no, I'm good. I don't have that extra money. Planet Fitness isn't close enough, or else I'd go there, but also it doesn't have classes. But maybe when I start working out, my mom goes to Planet Fitness, so maybe I'll go with her one day. But I just want to start off like low-key, like yoga. I do try to do yoga at home, but it doesn't work out. I get distracted, or it's like I can't follow the TV. Like, I have like a couple of DVDs and I can pull up YouTube on our TV, but it's not the same. It's not the same as going to a class. I feel like going to a class, you know, you're forced to interact with people. It's also getting me out of the house, which, I mean, if I'm home all day with the baby and it's like, it can get overwhelming, I hear, you know, so I don't want to do that to myself when I already know I have a high chance of postpartum. Because I already have depression, anxiety. I have a high chance of getting postpartum, so we're gonna. But I'm not joining hers until closer to the fall. I'm gonna try and utilize the summer, the nice weather of going for a walk. You know, whether or not it's may only be a block, may only be, you know, some days may not even be around the block. Maybe I'll just go to the mailbox or go to the store that's like 20 feet away or something like that. I mean, you know, I want to utilize the fact that there's nice weather and then join the gym. I don't want to join it like in January like when everybody else joins it. I want to join it like more in the fall, something like late September, October. So figured that out from there. But yeah, no, this is kind of the plan. I'm not taking driver's ed until after Christmas for sure because driver's ed isn't cheap. And yeah, I have money in my savings, but I mean, it's gonna be her first Christmas. So as much as I'd like to say I'm not gonna go overboard. She'll be like 6 months at that point, so she'll be have a little more ability to interact with toys and stuff like that. So it'll be a whole new thing. So there's that. I mean, plus I need to learn how to drive in the winter. Like, I don't know if anybody who's watching this is actually from Canada, but I feel like a fair amount of you are. But Canadian winters are a beast. So I need to know how to drive in the crap weather that we get. But just a heads up, yes, the tips of my hair are different colors. Yes, I kind of messed it up. Yes, I will be fixing it. You'll see it another time. But yeah, so nesting is real. Nesting is hard. Nesting is hard when you're trying also not to push yourself. I think that's the biggest issue I'm having right now is not pushing myself. Like, I brought the dolly from the basement up, and Matt gave me crap because he's like, "You're home for a reason." And I'm like, "I know, but I was having a really good day." Which that day I was having a really good day. I'd slept well, decent, and my back didn't hurt. So I try to take advantage of that, but I also sat down for a while after doing that. So maybe just a touch. I overdid it. Because as you saw in my vlog, we are cleaning the garage because the stroller is in the middle of the room, and we can't really have that anymore. Yeah, anyways, so this is my pregnancy vlog. As I said before, I am doing other vlogging, so keep an eye on my channel. I'll have more videos up more consistently. And also probably do a lot more tutorials. I don't know. I mean, I kind of do the same shit all the time, so. And then there's Angel again. Okay. See ya.